Good morning. Uh, I hope we are doing very fine this morning. I just woke up with a serious need to share on some of the things that I've had to overcome as a young girl. So please, I want you to avoid every form of sentiment and listen with an open heart. I remember I shared on my page some time ago that I was going to talk about my addictions, the things that I've had to deal with as somebody who was just living life. So the first person that I dated, like officially dated, introduced pornography to me. I know I don't look like it. I know I look like that girl who likes to just make noise and be seen. People don't really think that the things that are shared here are actually true. They feel like it's just to chase clout, and there is nothing really serious about it. Well, the reason why I'm sharing this is because I feel like there's somebody who is in dear need of this advice right now, and I really hope that you make use of it while you can. The first person who introduced me to pornography was somebody I loved, past tense, because it's not like that anymore. He introduced me to pornography, and it's very difficult to be introduced to that kind of life that is being sponsored by a spirit and not begin to have the urge to practice. So he introduced this lifestyle to me, and in no time there was the serious urge to begin to practice it, which led to another thing. And I also like to discuss that further another time that I come to this space to discuss addictions. I'm going to be talking about all forms of addictions this week. And like I said, if you're going to be on this page, watch it with an open heart. It's going to help you. I don't want any form of sentiment here and saying, or any form of judgmental people here, I beg. And then secondly, my DM is open to as many who would want to talk to me about the same thing that they're passing through. I know I may not have like the full experiences and stuff, but I know I should be able to help you to some particular extent. So it was this bad because I felt neglected. I felt like people didn't see me. I felt like my parents were doing too much. I felt like my parents were, abandoned me because they were really, really, really doing the work of God, of which I find myself doing today helplessly. I can't help it. So I understand their standpoint at that time. So this particular person was like my go-to person. I'll go to him. He would show that he cared. I mean, I thought that was his own way of showing me that he cared. We got really close, and he was my first. And after that, I realized that part of the things that happened continuously was just that it was just more about intimacy. There was really nothing that he was giving me. I was mostly the one doing most of the giving. Do you understand? And it hasn't changed though, because that's the kind of person that my parents raised. The parents raised a selfless person. So I was always the one giving, always the one, doing all of those things. And then I felt like, okay, this is the safe space. I stayed. Before I was introduced to the lifestyle of pornography. This is the deliverance message that you need to hear, young lady. Leave that relationship. The earlier you leave, the better for you. Now that you have the chance to leave, please leave. Do not even force it. Do not even, try to sugarcoat or paint it. It's going to change, or he has promised me marriage, or after I spent this particular person, I spent 4 years of my life with him, 4 years, and I left. I broke up. And because in between the relationship, I saw shaggy, and all of those things were, red signs and red flags, as people call it these days. It is a sign for you to walk out of that relationship while you still have a little bit of your dignity in check. You see this thing called pornography. It's a door that opens you to so much that your mind cannot comprehend. When pornography comes in, before you know, you begin to masturbate. Before you know, you begin to practice the act. Before you know, you become hinged on it. It becomes a lifestyle for you. You find it very difficult to let go of that lifestyle. It becomes very difficult. Before you know, you are introducing other people. Before you know, you cannot control your urges. Before you know, you've introduced a lot of people. And that's what's happening today, where you see elderly ladies, these virgining young boys starting to... I have friends who were victims of their sister's friend coming to the house to molest them. All in the disguise of, oh, she's my friend. They'll come to the house to molest them as guys, very little children, introduce them to this lifestyle, and that's how it continues. So I was able to overcome these addictions. Because I found Jesus. So I feel like I'm not really giving you the details. So I will give you the details of everything that happened, but I just feel like this is just like a liberation message for somebody who is currently locked up in this kind of shackles. Free yourself. You can still walk out free. Jesus can do it for you. Walk out of that place freely with your full chest. Jesus is waiting for you. There's no such thing as condemnation. There is no such thing as that. Jesus can deliver you. He delivered me. He's still working on me. I cannot really say that I'm perfect, but I can say that I've passed those stages, those levels, and I'm still keeping my body under subjection because I know that the enemy is not resting. Because I know he's not resting. I try to flee from every form of appearance of evil that can bring those thoughts and those imaginations, because whether we like it or not, they are still locked up in our flesh. And every single opportunity that this flesh gets, it will manifest. So as much as lieth in you, Try to live righteous and holy and abandon this. The earlier it is, the better for you. I feel like this week I'm going to be giving a lot of snippets on this addiction because I feel like there's so much that is going on and God really wants to liberate some people. I hope you have a very splendid day and the Lord be with you. Take care and God bless you.